Westmoreland Wilson, and if it's not Moreland Wilson, down here is going back to the PNP. No Moreland, no vote.
Supporters of Member of Parliament for Westmorland Western, Moreland Wilson, protesting outside his office on Tuesday. It comes on the heels of Monday's announcement that he was defeated by Councillor for the Sheffield Division, Dr. Garfield James, in the runoff on Sunday. But die-hard JLP supporters believe Wilson was shortchanged.
Mr. Whitaker McNeil is there for 5 terms. He called himself the 5-star general. And this young man kick a 5-star foot along with the people at Western Westmoreland.
The supporters say they feel betrayed following a meeting with the party's leader, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, and the General Secretary, Dr. Horace Chang, when tension between both men came to light and Wilson's ability to lead the JLP to a second victory was being questioned.
Mr. Holness acknowledged that Mr. Wilson is not getting enough resources. I told him to work with Mr. Wilson so we can become one and we can become a strong JLP candidate in Westmoreland. And they came and the party in a two. How in God's name will they go survive in this?
Loyalists of Moreland Wilson are accusing Dr. James and the Councillor for the Little London Division, Ian Miles, both of whom crossed the floor in 2023, of undermining the MP. They say there is some level of distrust in the men. We put the issue to Dr. James.
Yes, I was a member of the People's National Party. It is no secret as to why I left, on the basis of principles, on the basis of standing up for certain integrity, and joined the Jamaica Labour Party. And I'm here to continue that process of serving with integrity and to serve everybody.
JLP supporters admit to the untidiness of the internal feud between the men, citing the large voter turnout that they could have if they all worked together.
They're not going to use the response to say, we are PNP and we come here. No, anyway, they will. So we now put PNP, this one, Labour right. No, it's all about Mr. James, so we are Mr. James followers.
TVJ News reached out to Mr. Wilson, however, we did not receive a response up to news time. Dr. James, on the other hand, has committed to working with the MP.
Moreland Wilson is a member of Parliament. There can never be a rift between us. Presently, we are his councillors, and we will continue to work together.
Our news team also reached out to Dr. Chang about the state of affairs in Westmorland Western. However, we also didn't receive a response. The JLP hierarchy on Monday said Dr. Garfield James will be referred to the Central Executive as the candidate for Westmorland Western.
2 MP candidates for Western Westmoreland may be from opposing sides, but they have one thing in common. Ian Hills is a former member of the Jamaica Labour Party, but resigned in 2005, subsequently joining the PNP the following year. Dr. Garfield James, who was a long-standing member of the People's National Party, switched sides in 2023. Notably, Dr. James, who is also councillor for the Sheffield Division, initially had ambitions to be the PNP standard-bearer for the seat. He was set to face off against Ian Hales in a runoff, but withdrew, citing issues with the delegates list. PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, at a meeting last weekend, gave a different version of what went down.
When we were doing the selection for Western Westmoreland, we were told by some persons that they're not going to a runoff, and we told them that they could make a decision what they want to do, but they couldn't determine the rules of the party. And they decided that they were not going into the runoff and they went elsewhere.
The they that he's referring to is Dr. James and councillor for the Little London Division, Ian Miles, a former member of the PNP who also joined the JLP in 2023. Dr. Campbell went further.
And I see that having gone elsewhere, they seem to believe that they have the title to the constituency, because you left go over your neighbor yard, all of a sudden you want to sit down at the head of the table as you reach over.
Now, the face-off, which should have happened between Ian Hills and Dr. Garfield James, will happen when the general election is called, with the two men representing opposing sides. Hills taking note of the fallout from the JLP selection exercise, where the incumbent Morland Wilson failed in his bid to be the JLP standard bearer, and Dr. James now having to close the divide between his supporters and Wilson's. Mr. Hills also making light of Ian Miles' involvement.
And then try to mash it up. And you know what out? You know what out? General Secretary, you know what out? And then jump across the other side. And then tackle the MP over there. And for Christ's sake, then mash it up over there. So, Jamaica, these are the two first councillors in Jamaica we're going to put in the Guinness Book of World Record for attempting and succeeding to mash up the Jamaica Labour Party in Western West.